Yeah. Yeah, because what Kenny? Yeah, Kenny had to get what 10 feet removed, something like that. Nah, I know it might not been. It was crazy though. He had that big surgery, but yeah, hopefully that's nowhere near. You're fine. I'm just pulling up everything for SmackDown where I can put my input in. Lord Jesus, I wish Rusev was tonight. That makes sense. Because why wouldn't it? Doing magic tricks. Disappear and reappear. That's right. Uh,
Myself in the fucking OBS. I just noticed. Caught it.
Good thing I hit the record button.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Turnbuckle Talk. We have War Games tomorrow. We have the C2 going. There is so much happening in the world of wrestling. We've been having a lot going on with the C2 starting Wednesday and continuing through Thanksgiving, which was crazy. Speaking of, how was your Thanksgiving, Kraken?
It was fantastic. A lot of food, probably too much food.
Always.
But it was great. It was. Always
Do you,
getting with
does your
family
family
talking.
have like an untypical Thanksgiving dish? Part of like that you say that is not that probably other people don't have, or like very few would.
I mean, probably no, probably not. Honestly, I don't think so.
Boo, basic bitch.
I I don't think so. I make
Boo.
spicy mac and cheese, and I don't know
Okay,
anybody
that's
else.
different. I always hear mac and cheese, so spicy mac and cheese is different. I like that. Okay, yay!
Yeah,
Take away the
yeah.
bullying.
I put peppers and rotel in it,
Ooh,
and put like homemade Velveeta cheese and stuff. It's really creamy.
that sounds. And then you stir it, and then it's like the vine. That's what good pussy sounds like. I'm just kidding. I love that vine, dude. Uh, but hell yeah, for us, we typically will have green chili. So we make the green chili into like a stew. So where I'm from, we actually have our own Pueblo green chili. Because there's also the majority I feel like of the U.S. know Hatch green chili. I think
Yeah.
everyone's heard of Hatch green chili. I think it's more popular, but I'd say Pueblo. I'm from Pueblo, so Pueblo green chili is the best. But Pueblo, Colorado, shout out. But yeah, so we do green chili and we'll put that like on our mashed potatoes or like on our turkey or whatever instead of gravy. We have gravy too though, but we'll also have tamales. Tamales.
Tamales.
So those are
I
there
wouldn't
too.
mind a good tamale.
We didn't have
That's
tamales this
fantastic.
year for we do, so we kind of do the same thing. So Christmas, since it's like the similar foods, turkey and or ham or whatever. I think more people do kind of ham on Christmas nowadays. But we still do that on Christmas Day, but since I feel like this is a kind of a typical Hispanic thing to do is have technically our Christmas on Christmas Eve. I feel like that's like an unannounced Latino thing. It's just for some reason we all do it. And so we open our gifts that day with the family. But we do a Mexican buffet. So we have tamales, tacos. Like you can make tacos, tostada, burrito. Like so, it's just a buffet of anything that you want to make. It has chile, we have it all, dude. It's so amazing. Enchilada casserole. Right, and then we'll have like the rice and all the fucking side dishes. It's perfect.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Now I need my family. We need to do one where it's all Italian food because I love Italian food. Since I'm Hispanic, I love Italian food more than Mexican food. Ironically,
Okay, yeah.
so
I mean,
I
I
need
like
to.
both. Like,
I mean, me too. But if I had to pick one, I'll also go Italian all day. Unless I've had too
yeah,
much of it, then I'm like, you know what? I can move on from the pasta for a moment. But hell yeah, I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving, man. 'Cause mine was pretty good too. Besides my mom being sick, it was still pretty solid. But a lot of wrestling to talk about. The C2 started, so I say we get into Dynamite more because I did see, like, I had it up Wednesday night when I finally got home, but I was like cleaning while it was on, so like vacuuming and doing other stuff. So like I had it up, and I had it up too when I was in the hospital. So like I tuned in literally right as Okada got pinned. Like I pulled it
yeah.
up on my
Okay.
phone. Like we got to my mom's room, and we got settled, and I pulled it up finally, and I opened it up. 1, 2, 3. I was like, and because I even gasped. My mom goes, "What?" And I go, "Okada just got pinned. Sorry, wrestling." And so she was like, "Oh, you made me freak out for a second." I was like, "Sorry, Okada never loses like that." I go, "But now he did twice." So that's a big fucking thing. So what was your thoughts on that match? I saw bits and pieces more later on, but what was your thoughts on that whole fucking match?
For me, it was interesting they had Okada lose. This is twice now in the Continental. He's lost to Kyle Fletcher. He lost last year, which was kind of something big for Fletcher himself because Okada wasn't in the Don Callis family. So in my mind, it didn't have much to play 24.
Yeah.
But now 25, it's got more indication of there's more faults going to be happening
Oh hell
in
yeah.
the family throughout this tournament. Um, but no, he kicked out of a damn rainmaker. Like when he
Oh
hit the
shit, he
rainmaker, I
kicked out
was
of the
like,
Rainmaker? What? See, I didn't
he
see
got
that.
Kyle hit the sit down
Wow.
power bomb, kick out at 2 by Okada. Um, drop kick, Okada hit impressive drop kick. Okada hit the tombstone, didn't look great. Kyle came back with a Mukanuku driver.
Michinoku.
Yeah, I can't talk
Come on,
English.
Taka Michinoku. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, it was just like the last 5 minutes, they would just finish it, finish it, finish it. Special, special, it's like you just saved it all up for the end of the match. And the damn roll up. Kyle countered, so Okada countered the move. Yeah, okay. So Kyle went to hit the drop kick. Okada pushed him towards the turnbuckle. Okada countered again, eye gouge.
Ooh.
Okada went for the Rainmaker. Sorry. Kyle countered it with a roll up.
So he
1, 2,
never
3.
landed the Rainmaker.
No, he didn't.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. I was like, holy shit. Like that. That's why I had that reaction because like he kicked out of the fucking Rainmaker on a Dynamite. Like that's insane.
Well,
But still, so it was just the fruit roll up, as I like to refer to. I even have a fruit roll up emote in my
no.
chat.
Sorry, I do apologize. Okada went for the backslide for a pin for 2. Then he held on and hit the Rainmaker lariat. Kyle ducked another one, so he went for 2. He hit the first one, went for a second one. Kyle ducked it.
Oh, so like he
Kyle
hit it,
ducked
picked him
another
up
one.
to go for a second one.
Second one,
Okay,
yeah, that's what it was.
okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. That makes way more sense. Still, I mean, I guess because it wasn't just a full straight one shot Rainmaker, the fact that he ducked, so he didn't like get pinned, and then okay, that's still pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably go back and fully sit down and watch the match when I really have time. I don't know when, but yeah. So that was like the crazy though. That was like literally the first thing I opened up to see was just the roll up, and I did see that they actually shook hands though. I did see that. So usually Okada does the middle finger to Takeshita after he tries to shake his hand, and then didn't do that with Fletcher. He actually followed through and they shook hands, even though he lost. I was surprised by that.
he was very respectful after, but very pissed. And you
Oh,
could tell
obviously, yeah.
because Okada's got great facial expressions. Even though he doesn't talk a lot, he was very pissed off.
So, do you think? Oh, and the other thing I didn't say. So I didn't see this until later that night. Like, I think someone, I think it was Sarah actually, my fiance, tagged me in the tweet or sent it to me. And this is so annoying to me, so I'm about to crash out a little bit. So they unified the Continental title with the international title, and that's where they dreamt up the unified title that Okada won at All In. And now they're saying the Continental Classic's been the Continental title has been vacated by Okada, which is now up for grabs in the C2 again.
Yes.
And they obviously just brought back or introduced the national title, which Ricochet won. So now we once again are essentially in the situation of like might as well just give Okada the international title, because why is it the unified title if it's no longer unified? Because he vacated one of the titles, because it was the unification of the international and the fucking continental. Which made 100% sense. And that's why it's called the unified. Now it's not unified. Are you just going to give him, just drop that and what was the fucking point of the unified, all this leading to Kenny Okada for the new fucking, they're going to treat it like a world title. And then you fucking ununify it? And now this Continental title is going to be awarded to the winner of the fucking season. Obviously, Okada's not going to win it. This is the way to give Okada a title without him dropping the Continental title. This is so stupid.
You want to know what's even worse?
Oh, no.
He wasn't wearing, if I remember correctly, he was not wearing the unified title. He had the international title.
No, he had the unified title.
Was it unified title?
It was unified.
Because I swear they zoomed in on the title he had on, and it had all the flags on it.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw the unified with the crown. Unless I'm thinking of the Continental title, which has the same fucking design now that I think about it.
Yeah, they do have the same fucking design.
I just thought about that because we haven't seen it in a few months. Ah, oh, come on, AEW. Again, and this is all personal preference, but there's way too many titles. And then when you compare it to the women's division, I'm not saying add all these same fucking titles like WWE does for the women, for the men, but like when you think about it, it's so many men's singles titles. The Continental's back, so you got that. Now we have the National, and then of course the Unified. So we're back to that fucking weird thing where there's those three besides the men's TNT title. So you have four, besides the world title, you have 4 men's singles titles on your fucking 2-brand show. And they're saying the national title, they're defending it at Final Battle. They're going to be defending it, on CMLL, excuse me, and all the others, their partners and all that. Probably not Stardom, but I'm assuming New Japan as well. But dude, this is ridiculous for men's single titles. 5, including the men's world title.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I really don't.
It's insane. And I always say even WWE has too many, but theirs is obviously more organized. They're organized hoarders, while AEW's like, yeah, throw them all out.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand, wanting to have, titles, I guess, for each your heavyweight, your people that can defend them here, defend them there. But I mean, at some point, they gotta slow down with them.
Facts.
Because
It's so frustrating.
I know we wanted mid-card titles because there's enough of a roster to have them. But like, they've got to figure out a way to.
There's so many for the men that's like participation trophies almost.
Yeah,
and I get their argument why there's so many, because I've seen Ricochet like on Twitter, and he'll go against people saying, but let this. I get it, but like, dude, it's just way too. It's a personal preference. It's just too many. I think you don't need that many men's singles titles.
No, you don't. So Okada was wearing the international, the one with all the flags.
So they're dropping the Continental title. I mean, the unified title. Okay, at least that makes sense then. But why? What was the fucking point of it? If that was the whole, okay, we're gonna make the unified title. So is that gonna become a yearly thing? The unified title up until the C2, where we ununify it? No, because that'd be so stupid. In general, this was already stupid. So I love AEW, and I think it's been the better booked promotion this year, in my opinion. But my God, this is stupid.
I agree. Horrible idea.
Yep.
This is the only horrible idea AEW's done. And
it really, like, if you could have, the whole point of the unified title was just to give Kenny Okada like a big trophy, you could have did something besides that whole unifying of those titles if this was going to be the outcome in the end. It kind of, it makes me think that he didn't think ahead to the C2, because like the way I just figured it would just be like a unified title would be the new Continental title in the C2. But now they were going with a story of no, he vacated the Continental title.
Yep.
What if he fucking
Makes
wins?
no sense.
He's not going to, I don't feel like, because they're doing this, which would be even dumber if they went that route. But, oh, God, I hope they don't. I hope they're not that dumb right now.
But now, like everyone wants to see Okada Takeshita, so we're gonna have Takeshita with that one and the IWGP.
Tony Khan, if you somehow see this, don't fuck. Oh, actually, you know what? Do it, because then you're going to get heat from me. If you want to see me fucking flip out, I guess. Make Okada go to the finals and make me trip out for fucking 35 minutes while he's in the fucking last match, or however long it'll be. 20, I think it's 20 even for the finals, but I'm so annoyed by this. I told you I was gonna crash out on this. I forgot until I was like, oh yeah, I didn't talk about that. I didn't know until Sarah tagged me in it. I was like, this is so stupid.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, I I didn't think it was like, honestly, when I seen it, I was like, okay, cool. He's relinquishing it. That kind of answered me and Josh's question last time. Was what happens if he is in it? Does he have to defend it twice?
mhm,
No, technically he don't. But we just dropped this unified title. What the fuck for?
exactly. So we also had what, 4? So it's 4 in total. Or not unified. See, I'm saying unified now. The Unified Classic, Continental Classic matches. So we had 2 blue, 2 gold. So that was Gold League between Okada and Fletcher. And then later on, we had Moxley and Mascara Dorada, which I had it on during this match, but I was doing more cleaning, so I didn't see any of it, even though it was on. But he does win. Moxley does win this with the Darce choke, it says. Your thoughts on this match?
Another fantastic match for Dorada. We seen him in the triple threat with Okada and Takeshita. I was very impressed with him there, but this one showed me that he could hang with the top contenders in the world title picture. Because like Okada and Takeshita, they're their world title area, but they're more doing the stuff with the Continental and all that. John Moxley, former AEW World Champion, damn near had him beat until he went for the 450 splash and got kind of reversed into the. It wasn't even a bulldog choke. I don't even know what type of
Darce
submission he
choke.
had him
So
in.
it's a Darce
Yeah,
choke. It's like a different, like with the arms. I really don't. I couldn't do it unless I saw it. Then I could say that's a Darce choke. I couldn't like put it on anyone properly.
yeah. It's like Dorado was legs were this way, and then Moxley was this way, and he just had him hooked like this.
Yeah, it's like where the head's like underneath, right? Kind of like, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's weird. I don't know. I couldn't put it on anyone, but when I see it, I could call it out. Um, I'd die if I went and tried to do jujitsu or death jitsu, as Moxley calls it, I guess. So sounds like a good match then. I mean, Dorada's been killing it pretty much this year. Every match that he's been in with like AEW has always been praised. So that's good to hear that he had another one with Mox.
Yeah, Moxley actually done a dive through the middle rope. You know, they just normally just hit him, bounce off. One goes barricade, one goes like the side.
Hmm.
No, John, I don't know what happened. I don't know if Dorada like caught him funny, but he like when they hit, he rode all the way through. His head bounces like right off the top of the padded area. Dorada smacks his head real damn hard. It was a bad spot, but it looked good because both of them could, I guess, catch each other. But
That's
after
crazy.
that, Dorado was in control of the match. I honestly thought he was going to lose. I thought they were going to continue to have Moxley lose.
Interesting. I think. I mean, I think they already announced Moxley and Claudio for next week on Dynamite.
They have,
So that's gonna be
yes,
crazy. And Claudio had his match too, against Orange Cassidy. I believe that was the main event. I did not
yes,
see
yep.
this one either. I think I no, I did. I did catch the very end of it because that's when I like sat down and I was like, okay, I'm done cleaning for the night because I had to do a lot of cleaning. But I just kind of threw it on in the background while I was cleaning, and Claudio just beat the shit out of OC. Like that's all it
Yes,
was. It
yes.
was just
I,
domination for the most part.
so the way they built this matchup was Kyle was supposed to be the one in this match in the Continental Classic the whole time. But the reason he wasn't was because of the attack that happened after Full Gear when John went back in and attacked his arm, attacked him after the match went off. And so that took him out of being in the Continental Classic. So OC requested to be his replacement and
Interesting.
get revenge. So I was hoping that we was going to see a rage side Orange Cassidy in this
Yeah, like
match.
where he came out in all black and like he'd have the different.
Yeah,
I think that's when he has the Jane theme.
yeah, but no, it was normal OC. He put up a
Interesting.
good match. Hits a good diving DDT several times, a PK kick. But it was all one sided almost through majority.
Hmm.
But he did get the
Yeah,
good
everything
orange
I
punch
saw of
in.
it was pretty much Claudio beating his ass.
Yes, it was a Claudio match for sure.
Um, I see afterwards. Looks like, oh yeah, Renee tried to interview the Death Riders,
Yes.
but they ignore her and they just beat up OC. And then Roddy and Jet Speed came out and make the save. And but then of
And
course
then
Don
no,
Callis family, and then yeah, big ol' ass
yeah.
brawl. Basically all the C2 people.
Except for Okada,
Yeah,
who
no
stood at the
Okada.
top of the entrance ramp and just was like,
You didn't know what to do. Yeah.
yeah. Um,
uh,
my match of the night though, Kevin Knight and Darby Allin.
I did
If
not.
you
I'm gonna have
watch,
to watch that.
that
Didn't see it.
was that was a good match.
And
The
Kevin Knight with the
ending,
shocker. I did see the. I just saw where he did the UFO and then pinned for the shock, but I didn't see the match. I just caught that where he won.
oh my god, he hit the nastiest coast to coast I've seen in about probably
Really,
10 years. Oh my god.
really.
I actually talked to Speedball about that today, and he said when I talked to him about their match in the Continental Classic, because I do believe they're in the same one, him, Kevin, and Speedball.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, they are.
yeah, he said there's a lot of tension right now with that match.
Was it just Speedball at WrestleCade?
It was just Speedball,
You
yes.
should have said I do a podcast with Hill Josh. 'Cause he would have been like, oh shit, really? Like I'm not trying to like fucking smell my own shit right here. Help myself up. But I'm like when I went to go see him at. I've told you this already. When I saw him at
Yeah,
uh gosh, I can't think of the name right now. The fucking convention we were at for All In. I can't think of the name.
Starcast.
Starcast, thank you. They as soon as I walked up and I had already bought tickets and he's rated me a few times and whatnot. And like was handing my tickets to the person to scan them and he was like, hey, already tell me what's up. And I was like, wasn't paying attention. I finally was like, oh shit, hey. Like he was like trying to see me, trying to tell me hi.
Yeah, my
But yeah, he would have been like, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
yeah, my son was he was really talking to him a lot. My oldest son was. He was like, "I got your headband. I wear it around the house. I run around, jumping around, kicking and stuff." And
That's
they were
awesome.
laughing about that. He's a huge speedball fan.
That's so cool. Yeah, we'll have to talk more about WrestleCade here in a minute. But yeah, so Kevin Knight with the big upset over Darby. Was it a solid match overall besides the coast to coast and all that?
Ye- Yes, absolutely. Darby really set up Kevin Knight to go far in this tournament. I
Do
was
you think
expecting
he's
Darby
gonna
to
be
win.
like in the one of the four guys in the semifinals at World's End?
I do.
Really
Kevin will,
interesting.
yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. So you think he's gonna be one of the semis for his block? That's crazy.
Hmm. I do.
That's gonna be cool to see then, because he'd have to go through the whole gold side to not win them all, but like win the majority of his four remaining matches.
Yeah, cause yeah,
Because it's
he's at
six
least got to
people, so he has
win.
five. Yeah, he has five matches each person. Um, yeah, so he'd have to win at least. I'd say four because I feel like the top guys would at least have 4 out of 5 wins.
Mhm. Majority
So
of the time, yeah.
maybe only one will, and they'll have one guy be 3-2. But I feel like a lot of them will be 3-2 because there's got 5 guys each league. So we'll see. I mean, Kevin, who would be on the opposite end? I mean, it's just started, and we have all the other matches to go. But
I mean, so if I'm looking at semifinals, um, Kevin Knight, I have Kevin Knight, and I would probably say if it's not okay, so if it's not gonna be what everyone thinks, Okada and Takeshita, right?
mhm,
I would like to see it be Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher, Gold League.
I could see that for sure with Kyle winning,
With
advancing.
Blue League, I would like to see the finals. I know this is gonna sound horrible, but even though they're going against each other here soon, I'd like to see Claudio and Moxley.
That'd be interesting. I wouldn't hate that, a
That
rematch. I wouldn't hate that at all. I mean, they're all going to be rematches, whatever the semifinals is, but I wouldn't hate that at all.
and that'd be Moxley's downfall at World's End.
So you think Claudio versus Kyle could be that would make sense too because Claudio in the past when Fletcher was still TNT champ, when they like had a backstage segment, Claudio like acknowledged, like they like looked at each other, kind of like acknowledged, like
and he
I'm
eyeballed
coming for
him.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like eyeballed the belt. So I mean, obviously he doesn't have the belt anymore, but that kind of could tie into that little interaction. Like, I
yeah,
mean, crazy at the end of the day if that's what it is, but be dope.
it would be. It would be nice. But yeah, that match was match of the night for sure. Even with the Kyle Okada starting us off, um, Kevin and Darby, I think, stole that match.
So I was surprised the Babes of Wrath beat the Sisters of Sin.
I was too.
I love Willow and Harley, so I don't hate it. I just really thought we'd get Sisters of Sin going to the finals against. My prediction was Sisters of Sin versus the Timeless Love Bombs for the title.
Well, don't worry. Timeless Love Bomb set up a hell of a match next week. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, it's them versus Megan
Um,
and Marina, right?
yeah, in a
Oh
Christmas
yeah, death
death
match. Yeah,
match.
that's right. I forgot they picked the stipulation. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So she came out after the Mox match and she like cut a whole promo, right?
yeah, she did.
I didn't see that, but
Yeah.
I think I've like seen it, like that it happened, but I didn't like watch it.
Let's see if I can find any of what I got pulled up here. There's Kyle Fletcher.
Okay, I found it. It says she makes her entrance before the Death Riders duo can even leave. She gets on the mic and tells Johnny that he's not dreaming. She's here live and in living color. She says she's the toughest, most resilient, but and least bitchy person standing in the ring.
Yeah.
Despite Moxley's love for cargo pants, she really likes him. This is hilarious. But where he operates in fear and hate, she operates in love. And what she does for love is far more violent than he could ever imagine. Wow. Damn, I'm going to have to go back and watch this, dude. That's crazy. But there's more to it. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
She said she had a message for his cave woman daughter.
So now in kayfabe, Marina's Moxley's daughter.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my god. I hope I hope like I don't know next Wednesday if they when they're in the match when she's like in the ring they'll be like Moxley's daughter.
If it catches on, which a lot of things Tony says does catch on very
I think she
easily.
might have to say it one more time because it'll she's only said it once so far.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
true.
was fucking great.
Also, we had a backstage interview with Kenny Omega. And
Ironically, when I was cleaning, I was like literally vacuuming the living room, so I was right by the TV. As soon as that came on, turned off the vacuum and sat down. So I watched that whole interview. It was like the one thing I saw from beginning to end was that little segment. It was right
So
after the opening match, though. So.
Yeah, do you think they're back together? The elite?
Yeah.
You think
Well,
we'll see
because
the
if you didn't
full-
see it, it was like it was Lexi Nair, I believe, goes and knocks on the door, and then Kenny answers, and she's like, "Can I ask a few questions?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And she asks about them being back together, and he's like, "Oh, it's a complicated, answer, complicated question." And just answer a few more things, and then he, thank you for the interview, blah blah blah. He goes back in the room, and then not even 5 seconds later, oh, here comes Bucks leaving the same dressing room that says Omega. And they're like, oh hey. So definitely, I think they're gonna build up to it. Like they're gonna, with Kenny saying it's complicated, it's not gonna be like even though they hugged, I think it's gonna be, yeah, like you said, complicated.
Yeah, it's gonna. If I think he said if the fans can trust me, maybe I can trust them or something like that. I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but
Yeah.
I can easily see at not World's End, but the next pay per view they have them having a match. I hope they get the original Elite entrance back.
Did you see the people on Twitter clowning Sean Ross Sapp? So like he was talking about I forgot what it was. It was like, the Brock Roman thing from when they like had them both come out on Raw and fight for join the Survivor Series teams or the WarGames teams. He like had tweeted out, like quote tweeted like the image of like Brock and Roman face to face or something, and it was like for the 12th time or something. And then when he tweeted about the Elite being reunited, like it was like the Elite reunited. It's like when they hugged and they saved Kenny or whatever. And so people were like really clowning on him, like, oh, it's fine when the Elite always reunite, but not when Brock and Roman face. But isn't it in AEW kayfabe history? It's only been twice that this has happened now.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Well, I mean, it hasn't fully
AEW,
yet, but it's going. I mean, it's about to.
But my thing is like, I guess maybe not everyone feels the same way I do about this, but Roman and Brock was like force fed to us every fucking WrestleMania, every
It happened
fucking
at
pay per view,
3 Manias, that match.
back to back. I think.
And I mean, and we've had that with like Austin and Rock and stuff. But like you said, it was forced on us, and especially that was WrestleMania 34, I believe, in New Orleans.
Mm, yes,
And that one where Brock wins, and then the infamous footage from their documentary where as
when
soon
he
as Brock
threw.
he tosses it, and Vince goes asshole. Um,
Hmm.
so obviously, and the rumor was Brock, and we never heard this from Brock himself or Roman or anyone, but the rumor from people involved was that it was because the crowd rejected the win, and Brock and them were adamant before to have Roman win, and Vince ended
Yeah,
up day of show going with Brock. So that's what, if you didn't know, that's what exactly Kraken means when he's saying force fed.
yeah. Like when I mean force fed, like we was in a fucking suit and couldn't move and just fucking
Yeah.
fed. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Their what was their last match? The SummerSlam match where the Brock lifted the ring and stuff. That was a good match. Like that was that. I think
yeah,
that was their first match under full creative Triple H too. So, it was a bit different, like and unique. But yeah, no, yeah, I totally feel that. Like, and I didn't keep up. Like I watched New Japan like when they were there, but not like on the regular, like every big event. Like just usually the Wrestle Kingdoms, and maybe kept up with some of the G1s and stuff. Well, before AEW, while they were there, but I don't know how many times they might have did the whole. I don't even think they did a reuniting of the Elite in New Japan.
I don't know.
So I
That
I
there I
find it
don't know.
funny that people like got on Sean about that. Like, oh, but it's okay with the Elite. Yeah, they did it twice so far, motherfuckers. Didn't fucking face off as many times as these two did. So I don't know. I just didn't know
Oh,
if you saw people clowning Sean for that on Twitter.
I mean, I didn't, but I can understand, of course, why some people would be mad that it's not. I get no, actually, I don't know why they'd be mad about it, but yet I know, looking at the photos, why I'm mad that we're doing Brock Roman again. It just, I mean,
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
again
WarGames,
technically.
yeah,
It's
it's
War Games,
different, but
but
it's in the history. I get why people are excited. The history, if they like that feud, cool. If that's what they grew up with, I get it. That's kind of like my nostalgia love for the new gen era. It's a terrible fucking era when I go back and watch it. But my God, I'll fucking talk about it. You know what I mean? I fucking maybe one day we'll start doing some podcasts where we go back and rewatch shit, and we'll just choose some fucking shitty ass fucking shows from the new gen era because there's some bad ones, dude. I'll tell you. There's some bad Monday Night Raws that are in like fucking high school, like legit. They're in high school gyms. They're bad.
it's
Yeah,
what
the
what
early
year was that?
90s,
Okay, early
95,
90s.
94,
So that would be
new
stuff
gen
before I
era.
was born. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was getting into it in 94. Like that's my earliest memories is like 94 because I was, well, I'll say 95. I was born 91, but I remember like being little and like just watching Sean get kicked by Owen Hart and passing out, and like me being like, what the heck? And like that was like 95, I think. So I was like 4. I remember that
Yeah.
shit.
So like the first thing I remember was I got a VHS tape and it was all the Stings stuff from WCW and all that. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Oh hell
It
yeah.
was a VHS. I watched that till it didn't work. And then my first actual like wrestling show I remember watching was the triple threat ladder match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, dude, I remember vaguely. We were more of WWE or WWF at the time, my brother and I. So like
Hmm.
we would go to WCW, even when WCW was NWO and like considered the better show and had, and at the time as a kid, didn't know what the fuck ratings were, the whole, none of that. And the dirt sheets existed, but I was little, so I didn't fucking know about any of that until was in high school. Um, yeah, so just watched that new gen era and just fell in love with it. That's how I fell in love with wrestling. And then I was into WCW. We would just change it when Raw would go to commercial. And then if something good was on, we'd stick with WCW if we got sucked
Yeah.
in, and then we'd go back to Raw. But yeah, we were mainly the Raw people, so we would watch WWE. But yeah, we loved it. Once NWO became a thing and Sting and all that, we were into both of them. We weren't all like a lot of people are now. Oh, who's this company? That wasn't a thing for us.
Yeah.
We were just like, more wrestling? Fuck yeah.
Fucking wrestling? Yes. Leave it here.
And it's good? Hell
Yeah.
yeah. That's all that we cared about. And as a kid, even though now I say going back and watching that New Gen era before, the Attitude and the whole WCW rise. Even though I grew up watching that and loved it, I gotta thank Sean for that because I don't think if he was there, I would have loved it as much. Maybe. I like Taker, but
Makes sense.
yeah, but yeah, good Dynamite overall. There was a few other segments I don't think we talked over. I think there was a Chris Statlander backstage promo. We also
Yeah,
had
she
like
said,
Joe and them. Let's talk about that. The Ops came out to celebrate his win and all that. Before they could even do anything, Swerve rolls up in a car and he gets out. And it was funny to me because Prince Nana was in the driver's seat and he hands him the staple gun and then he just went like that really quick. I was like, why don't you just do it while you're driving? You're actually driving. But and then of course he starts walking and then I laughed again because like he's walking in the parking lot and then there's like a pillar. He walks right by it and then Hangman just like turns from the pillar and he's right there walking with him with the chain as well. And I was like, how long was Hangman standing there? Was he just standing there all night? But
just waiting on him.
yeah, because he didn't like come out of the side. He just literally turned around. And he was like, must have been leaning on against the pillar. But Shibata or Joe tells Shibata to go get the scrubs, which is like the what do they call them? I guess they're young boys, if you will, the New Japan young boys. So he goes to go get them, and then Swerve and Hangman came out and stuff. They all brawl and shit.
Yeah, so here's the crazy thing. The second that Hangman turns around the pillar, my internet decides to cut off for some reason.
Hangman has that aura,
So
man.
and then so when it comes back on, Swerve's walking through the crowd and Hangman's taking a shot. And I'm like, well, how did we get here?
I saw someone,
And
I forgot about that. I saw someone say on Twitter, oh no, he's drinking again. This is how it all started. And then someone like replied, well, what started? They go, this basically started with Hangman was drinking and Swerve made a comment on how pudgy he was getting. And that's what started their feud, basically. I was like, holy shit, that's actually kind of true. Like, I mean, there's like there's other things in there, but that like kind of was towards the start of their interactions. So that's kind of funny when you think about it. Like, you could kind of isolate that was one of the many incidences that got them to not like each other. He pointed out he was fat because he was drinking, and now here he is taking another shot. Oh no, I'm just kidding. I just thought that was funny. Someone pointed that out on Twitter.
but I don't. So the only thing, and of course, it doesn't have to make sense, I guess, yet. But Hangman, okay, well, I understand Hangman lost the title to Joe, Hook, and all those interfere. That's why he's pissed, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Swerve and Nana was taken out by the Don Callis family.
Taken out by Wardlow.
Wardlow's injured, I get that. Okada's busy. So are we just gonna scrap the Okada?
Well,
and
I mean,
Swerve feud?
it wasn't anyone but Wardlow. Yeah, it was Don Callis, but we didn't like it was revealed to be he was Don Callis' family after the attack. I mean, just a few seconds later, nothing like the next day or nothing. But I don't know. I feel like since he's injured, and Tony's pretty infamous with injury or whatever, that he's just gonna delay his exact storyline until down the road when everyone's available for it. MJF and Cole, perfect example. It was literally right as they were both good to go. It was right back on to where it was. Like it never fucking like there was no gap between it, but there was. But and it made no sense either because they painted MJF the heel upon Adam Cole's return when they made him the devil. It was so stupid. I was really annoyed by it. That was 2023 was rough. It was rough in AEW. But yeah, so there's a lot of history with them, but it makes sense. I guess his thinking is just like, okay, him and Hangman have their history, and then he helped him at All In, and so now that he lost his belt, we could have him help him because he was screwed, and they have the. I guess that's his thinking here because of Wardlow's injury.
I don't want to see a repeat of Revolution. Yeah, when it was Hangman, Swerve, and Joe. As long as we don't go there, it was a great match, but I mean,
they could go. I mean, I feel like it just ended up being like Hook versus Shibata or not Hook. I mean, Swerve versus like Shibata or Hook or someone from fucking Offset. Then again, it looks like Kingston's gonna end up having issues with Shibata now, too. So
yes, it could be a 6-man tag match. By God, they could go for the trios titles. Who knows? I don't know. See, There's all those what ifs, and yeah,
I don't like that idea.
I don't
Personally, I don't like that
either.
idea. I don't know. We'll let it play out, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see, I guess, what happens with Serve. Because yeah, I mean, I get why it's not any Callis family because it was only Wardlow who had just joined that night.
Just yeah, he joined
It
and got
wasn't
his
like
injury report.
Rocky and Trent and all the rest came out, or Lance or anyone. They could have pivoted and given like the Lance, but they're just gonna delay this where Wardlow. I feel like I don't know. It sucks. I just really hate that Wardlow's had been gone for so long. He's like basically gonna be
Came back,
reintroduced when he comes back.
yeah, got a great pop when he showed up,
Oh
even
yeah,
though he was taking
attacking
out
former
Swerve.
world champion Swerve. I was so excited for that
I mean, he even got like a good audience. Like even there in the crowd, you would have thought he was a face attacking a heel.
because he was gone so long, gone for over a year,
Yeah, and now I think he's probably gonna be gone for what, 6 months toward Peck or something like that.
longer than that,
So
probably like nine
yeah,
months, if not more. Um, but yeah, so then there was like again there was a Statlander backstage segment too that we didn't really go over as well. It was short though. That wasn't really a long one. There was also Eddie Kingston cut a promo talking about, oh, I ain't gonna get into Hook yet. He didn't want to talk about Hook. But it started talking about Shibata, so they faced on Collision. We also
mhm,
had C2 matches on Collision. So we had Pac defeat Speedball Bailey. Well, neither of us watched this, so I'm just gonna quickly go over who won.
yeah,
Um, so Pac got 3 points, so Speedball doesn't get any. We had a Daniel Garcia and Daddy Magic segment, so they're gonna be facing, I believe, either next Wednesday or on Collision coming up soon. Oh no, it was right here in this match. I'm sorry, it was right here on this Collision. I mean, so they ended up facing. Garcia won by ref stoppage. What other
damn,
matches? Bang Bang Gang interrupted FTR. Ooh, heck yeah! They want the
yeah.
tag
Supposedly
titles.
they're wanting the title. Yeah,
This looks like they had actually a pretty long segment. MXM had a TV casting call with Dalton Castle and the Outrunner, so it was just a match. They lost, of course. Don Callis family shows what they're thankful for. Oh God, I don't care about that. Eddie Kingston defeated Shibata. And then, did we not get any other CT? Okay, we only had 2. Okay, that was confusing. Red Velvet challenges Mercedes Moné for final battle for a rematch, so she's doing her rematch clause. That's cool. Hell yeah. That's happening at Final Battle, and then Tekla defeated Ty. So I don't know if you saw, because Tony even acknowledged it on Twitter. Tony Khan. Rumors, I guess, came out initially when they taped after Collision after Dynamite of Ty beating Tekla, and it was reported like on all the top sites that that's what happened. And then what happened was Tekla actually beat Ty,
hmm
and Tony Khan even tweeted like, I don't know exactly what he tweeted, but he basically acknowledged like, oh, even the top news had all that Taiwan, but Tekla got it. He wasn't like shitting on them, but he was like bringing it up as a surprise, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of weird. So I'm kind of curious how that fucking happened.
yeah. I mean, I didn't even know. I thought this was actually a live show. I
Oh, that
didn't
would
know
be
they were
terrible. A
taping it.
live collision on Thanksgiving. Poor guys.
I
That would
thought,
suck for them.
yeah.
I'm even
So
surprised
I
they
didn't
do a
know.
live Dynamite the day before.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, they've done it every
anything
year,
else.
but that is surprising.
But no, it was obviously a decent card for sure. But I mean, the only
And then, of
the
course, we had Takesh to beat Roddy in the C2. That was the main event.
which is interesting because now you have Takeshita with a win and Okada with a loss.
And Fletcher has a win. So
A
both
win.
Fletcher and Takeshi. Takeshi's on the blue side, so he's on the opposite side of the bracket, but which could set up to him and Fletcher or him and Okada in the finals.
Hmm.
But yeah, so we'll and Roddy not getting a win is sad, but of course it's Takeshita, who's the IWGP World Champion. So it's gonna be so like I wonder if they're gonna treat in New Japan if he's to get pinned or submitted in this, if that person will get a title shot like on a future AEW card for the IWGP
He
World Title,
sh- they should
right?
because that's how it works.
So I kind of hope so. So if anyone on the blue side beats him, give me
Who on
Speedball.
the blues? That would work. Well, Speedball's not on the blue side.
Ah, fuck me.
Um, Pack, no, Pack ain't either.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
is.
remember.
Pac's on the blue side
Yeah,
because
Pax on blue
Moxley and
side.
Claudio are on gold.
No, Speedball is too.
Wait,
Sorry.
okay. All right, hold on. Google AEW league bracket. Not bracket, but league chart, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. All right. So Kevin Knight's gold, Fletcher's gold. Okay, so blue Takeshita, Moxley, Claudio, Mascara, OC, Roddy. Give me Takeshita getting pinned by OC, so OC gets an IWGP World Title shot. Book it. I don't think he'll win it, but I'd want to see that. Want to see those two.
Did Zack Sabre not get a rematch? I can't remember.
I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up. I know, like they have a lot of the. They're starting to announce stuff for Wrestle Kingdom, but yeah, I don't know if you got a rematch.
That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, Collision was probably good. I didn't watch it just on the
Same.
simple fact that
It was Thanksgiving.
I spent
We
all
were
my time with the family
gaining
yesterday.
weight.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no! Have you ever heard of that Titan J wrestler?
I've not.
He's an indie wrestler who lied on Twitter that he got a WWE tryout, and he fucking lied about everything, and he never did. And so people started clowning on him. Even like indie wrestlers started clowning on him. He just followed me on Twitter. And I just saw that as I had notifications. But yeah, so that was basically everything AEW. I didn't see much of it. He saw more of it than I did for both shows, but at least for Dynamite. But yeah, so C2 underway. I'm excited for it. Then we had SmackDown tonight, which you missed.
I did. I was at WrestleCade.
Literally a
My first time going.
of us missing shows because of many reasons. So it was okay. With it being a taped show, I did get spoiled about. Well, I think I looked it up last Friday, but Miz was the. Oh God, he was maybe sneeze. God, I'm allergic to the Miz. Oh God. Oh
Yeah.
fuck. And
I see.
so they did it creatively though. So it wasn't just like, hey, it's the Miz. So they had a backstage segment during the show. Or like, so they started the show with LA Knight, and there was like, he was like, all right, so who am I facing? Like he was asking, I think Kathy Kelly, and she's like, they have yet to pick that. They have yet to, pick the name. And LA Knight's like, well, oh boy, like he's all mad about it. And then he cut a promo or whatever. So later on, we had a segment where Nick was spinning the tumbler, and then he opened it and he grabbed the ball, and then the Miz comes in right as he was opening it. So he opens it, and the Miz comes in. And he's like, I need to convince you to put me back in this. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, I can't. We're just following the way that we're doing this, and you already had your opportunity. Blah blah blah. And anytime he'd go to grab the paper, he'd stop. Like Miz would interrupt him and try to convince him again some way. And then eventually, R-Truth. This happened like twice. And then R-Truth came in, and he has his own balls again. And they do the whole ball shtick. I don't know why you don't want my American balls. It's like, Truth, I have nothing against your American balls. And just kept going like back and forth on that for a minute. And while this is happening, Miz sneakily takes the paper that's in the ball and switches it with his name. So we don't know who it was actually going to be, type of situation, because he switched the names. Yeah. And then so once Truth finally leaves and walks away, he finally opens the name and he goes, well, I can't believe it, Miz. It's you. And so that's how he got in. So creative. I give them that. It wasn't just like, it's the Miz. So I'll give them that. That was smart.
That works for me.
Yeah. That works for me, brother.
But who else could it have been though on a tape show that would
Jeff Hardy.
That'd been great, but
Jeff Harvey. Sorry. Mike Adamle, I think, is the one who said that famously. So that is who faced, and it was an okay match. It wasn't really anything too crazy. I felt like that for the majority of the matches on this show. LA Knight ones was it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh my God, it wasn't like pay-per-view level, And then we also had, and that was like later in the show, but that was like what we started the whole show with, like, who is he facing? We started with the main event, Jey Uso versus Rusev. This was a solid match too. I think Jey had I think he was in the Accolade at one point, and then when he finally got out, his ear was bleeding. So I think he had it on so tight that his fucking earring, they had the earring in, and it was bleeding out of there. He just fucking, I don't know, fucking stretched his ear out, I guess. It was bleeding. But Jey ends up winning with the hits the spear and then hits the splash, and he even hit the "You Can't See Me" before he went up and did the spear. So yeah, so Jay advances to the semis.
So it's Jay and LA Knight.
Jay and LA Knight, and then on the other side it'll be Gunther and
Penta?
no, Penta got injured. Solo.
Oh, Solo. Yeah, Solo. Yeah.
So Penta Solo. Oh, sorry, now I said Penta. Gunther Solo and Jay LA Knight. I said this during the stream during his match because there's LA Knight has a really loyal fan base from the WWE, like a lot of like really solid ones, at least on social media, and they get very upset when he's consistently losing his big matches, and I do agree he shouldn't be losing them all. At least my
Yes.
idea is and this is not what I think happen. I more think of what is gonna happen. I may be wrong, but I think that they're finally gonna get LA Knight to a point where he's so fed up not winning these big matches that he's just gonna turn fucking heel. So
He should bring back the
what I
dummy.
think they should do is he advances to the finals, beats Jay, gets that big win over Jay, and then, but during that match where Jay shows some heel tendencies, maybe breaks the back, pokes the eye, something like that, you know. But then against Gunther, motherfuckers trying to cheat, full on using the ropes for pinfalls, fucking taking off the turnbuckle pads, and give him the fucking win. LA Knight versus Cena. LA Knight beats the shit out of him, uses weapons while the ref's down, ref bumps. Fucking go full fledged heel with LA Knight. That's how you
That
get
would
him
work.
over as a huge main eventer. I could be wrong. I mean, keep doing what you're doing and then push him as a big babyface. He's already, I think he might have peaked as a babyface in WWE. So many losses at this point. You need to do something different to get the crowd back behind
Yeah.
him. At least and I say that like he's lost them. He hasn't. It's just, I feel like a lot of people, you're getting to that point to where he keeps losing those. They're going to start, the loyal ones are going to start getting annoyed and losing interest in keeping up with him and seeing him get that big one.
They will. I don't know. I don't even know. Him going heel would probably work, but I don't think him winning and going against John Cena as a face would work.
Sorry, I'm reading this
You,
comment in the YouTube and I'm just not understanding why this person thinks it's not even a bad take. It's just an interesting one. I got the White Six getting involved in the Gunther versus Solo match. I could see that, but gosh, I hate when it's like something like for something, especially a tournament. And I get it. We're not always going to have clean wins and whatnot.
well, we ain't had one of those at all yet.
I know. That's why I don't want it to happen. I want this tournament to stay
I don't want it to happen that way. Yeah.
loyal to that.
But with everything going on with the Wyatts, and of course, I've read what happened here at the end of
Yeah,
SmackDown.
they came out after MFT won the Survivor Series match, which
It
Solo
would
won clean,
make
by the way. I was shocked by that.
okay, so Solo and them did win clean.
So it was down to Sammy versus Tama Tonga, and Solo. And of course he got rid of Tama, pinned him, and then he got Tala counted out, and then Solo and him. So I thought that maybe Tala and Tama, like I think, no, not even Tama, like beat him down after he got, like I thought like one of them would beat him down after being eliminated or something, kind of like helping Solo get the upper hand right away. Nope. Solo got eliminated by countout. Ref told him to get out of here. Solo got in there, and it was just them two. And Solo ended up winning clean.
Okay. Nice.
I mean, they went back and forth. It was a lot of back and forth, you know, like they're going trying to, you know, reverses from haluva kicks, and Solo hit like 3 spinning solos, and then the fucking, like, and then eventually like one with the spike. I think he did the spinning solos before he got the win. I'd have to, let me pull this back up. I had to scroll down. So yeah, so Sammy and Solo go 1-on-1. Spinning Solo connects. A second one, he covers. Sammy kicks out, hits the splash, but Sammy kicks out. Jockeying for position in the turnbuckles. Eventually a sunset flip powerbomb, but Solo kicked out. They trade punches in the middle of the ring. Solo finally gets him with a headbutt. Sammy cuts him off in the corner with the exploder suplex. Fired up, charging in. Solo counters with the super kick from he was running in to do the haluva, so he counters with a super kick. Samoan Spike ducked, but then he hits a folding press. Not quite, misses. Solo tries again, hits it, and then he hits him with the Samoan Spike 1, 2, 3. So no cheating, no help from the Tongans, just all Solo after that. So I was surprised by that
That's good.
more than anything.
Now, with the Wyatts, was Howdy back with them?
Yes. So if like they were celebrating and then the lights went out and then it was just the four besides Howdy like on like where the commentary side is like on the apron, no
Mhm.
masks or nothing. And then just in their normal outfits. And then like when Solo was distracted by staring at them on the apron, that's when Howdy showed up behind him in his mask, had the mask on, and hit the sister.
Okay, okay, nice.
So yeah, so they're finally
Yeah,
continuing that. So I mean,
I,
they could get involved in the match against Gunther, but I really hope not.
the only way I see them getting involved is if the rest of the MFT show up.
Yeah, definitely. So I have a question. So who do you think from the MFTs was eliminated first? Because I'll tell you, they were the first team that had the first that got eliminated first.
They had someone eliminated first.
Yeah. So but it wasn't. Yeah. So the first person eliminated was from their team. Who do you think it was? Yes.
So that Tongaloa?
Nope.
No.
He was second
Please tell me.
eliminated.
Please tell me it was not JC Mateo.
It was JC Mateo. Dude, I'm not even kidding. It was JC fucking Mateo was the first eliminated. It was, and guess who? Chris Sabin with the jackknife pin.
What the fuck?
I knew
Jeff
you'd love
Cobb
that one.
has so much potential when he signed that contract.
Dude, I knew as soon as he signed out, he was going to be a fucking muscle guy. I knew it. They were going to be a fucking muscle security dude. He was going to be the fucking, whatever they called Solo, what he was for Roman.
The enforcer.
Yeah. So I figured that's what he'd be, but he's
Makes
worse.
no fucking sense.
Oh, and Tama Tonga eliminated Shinsuke. Shinsuke was the second eliminated.
Okay, at least it wasn't Tongaloa. Nothing against Tongaloa, but he's like the hype man who takes the fall or
Ray
takes
Phoenix
the bad
eliminated
bump.
Tongaloa. Tongaloa was third eliminated out of everyone. Second for his group.
Did Ray Phoenix somehow eliminate Tala Tonga too?
No, Tala Tonga was eliminated by Sammy by a count out.
Okay.
It was Sammy versus Tala Tonga, Tama Tonga, and Solo. It was like a 1v3 at the end. But of course, Sammy the underdog got it down to 1v1. But yeah, so it was. I thought you would get a kick out of Mateo being the first eliminated.
So, I don't understand that.
So stupid. And a surprise and a surprising thing that they did tonight too, and this is kind of like we're moving on. I was gonna move on, but Asuka and Charlotte did their WarGames advantage match. The baby faces got the advantage. Charlotte won.
That makes sense because the heels got advantage on Monday for the men's.
Well, in WarGames history, up until a few years ago, in like the NWA WCW lore, I think it had only been done once, but now it's been done like 4 times. So it's like being done more frequently now. And obviously AEW did it too, where the faces got the advantage. But like I remember seeing I think it was Meltzer, and people shat on him first because it was his opinion. He was just saying like how he doesn't think it works as faces getting the advantage. It doesn't work out. The story's not as good in the ring when you watch the more games matches. Whatever. That's his opinion. Who cares? But I just thought it was funny that people shit on it. But it's just interesting that it's like up until a few years ago that was like only done once.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy to see it's more of a thing now. But yeah, so Charlotte gets it was a fine match. The one thing I kept thinking during this match, I think I was just pretty high during this one. Like I'm always am, but I felt like I was maybe a little too gone on this one. Was I kept seeing both of their because they both had the Stone Cold Steve Austin on their knees, on like the same fucking knee. So there was like one point where like Asuka was going for the Asuka lock and she had like they was like on the ground, so she's like on her back and Charlotte was like on top with her, she was trying to Asuka lock her. And all I could see was both of their like fucking knee braces were basically next to each other. I was like thinking in my head, what if they got stuck? Like what if they were just they got locked together because of their knee braces? I wasn't even saying this to chat. Like in my mind, that's all I was thinking while I'm here streaming. Not even saying it out loud. I'm just like, it's gone.
Oh shit.
But it was an okay. Again, all of these matches, even the 5v5, even though that was like obviously I was probably more invested just because it was the Survivor Series style, so it was cool to see like who's going and all that stuff. But like every match tonight was just like okay up until the Survivor Series. to go out of your way to watch now.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a cool segment. So they did the whole Chelsea. So at one point they had Chelsea do her celebration. She came out and she was like, "Oh, I'm in my second term," and then they like, which made me laugh. And then they like cut to a fan who had a sign that said "Impeach Chelsea," which I cracked up for. I popped for that. I was like, "That's a good one." And so she was just, talking herself up with Elba in the ring, and then she was like, "And we're gonna get some very, very expensive pyro to celebrate my win. In 5, 4, 3." And she's like doing it all the different languages, and then as soon as she was gonna get to one, Jade's music hits, and Jade comes out all pissed off, and she had this dope ass, and I thought this was fun too, another high ass thought. So she goes in the ring and she ends up kicking Elba and then taking out Chelsea with a Jaded. She had like this really like cool, like, how like women have those jackets that like will go to the midriff, basically, like the designer type jackets, fluffy ones. She had like a fucking one that was like LOD, Legion of Doom, bro. It was the whole thing, but it was just like, it was one color. It wasn't like a tribute to them. I mean, you could say it was, but it was just like the whole jacket was that. It was crazy looking, but it was funny because then she was wearing like her like normal almost looked like her wrestling shorts, like her little booty shorts, basically. And so I was like, after she like took them out, I was like, damn. And I was like, Chad, does she really need a coat right now? Like, honestly, because like, she had a shirt on underneath, but it was like also went to the midriffs and then a coat, and then just basically looked like the underwear shorts. I was like, does she really need that coat right now? Like,
Yeah. So looking at this jacket you're talking about, I see it because I just pulled it up to see what it looked like. It does look like that. I'm glad it doesn't look like that shit of Rush, not Rush, Leo Rush. What's his fucking name?
oh
That
yeah,
puffy ass
I
fluff
think
ball.
they're supposed to draw heat, is why we hate them.
The outfits they got.
No, yeah, the jackets they wear. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think they're supposed to be ugly. That's what to draw heat. That's why we're supposed to hate them. That's why I like Jade's. Hers were cool. I thought hers
it
looked
looks
dope.
good. Yeah.
I just had a laughing moment when I was like, when I realized that she didn't wasn't wearing like pants or leggings. She was just wearing like the short shorts. I was like, does she really need a jacket then if that's what she's wearing? I just thought it was funny. I was just trying to make a joke about it. I just thought it was funny. And then after that too, we saw her backstage, and then she was like gets interviewed, and she just says that she has a problem anyone running their mouth like Chelsea did, and all Chelsea did was just say she was like the best champion or whatever, and so she got all pissed at that. So she has a bad attitude. So B-Fab like was walking by and like they brushed past each other, and they kind of like Jade goes, "We got a problem," and B-Fab just doesn't say anything, and then Michin finally comes up and she's like, "Someone needs to put that chick in her plate." She goes, "Maybe it's gotta be me." We're gonna be getting that. What else did we get? Oh, we had a backstage segment. Ilya Dragunov was being interviewed. He said the U.S. Open Challenge has been always will be open to anyone worthy going toe to toe as long as he has the title. Like Tama Tonga, but we didn't see him there. But Tommaso Ciampa immediately rolls up and says that he's the only person that he should be concerned for him. And he pulls out Axiom's mask because they ripped it off the week prior, and says, look what he took from Fraxium. And the next will be the title. And Dragunov says he does make a good point, but he's still a jackass. Yeah.
We're still going with the jackass thing.
Yep.
Which is good.
We had a few backstage segments before Charlotte and Asuka's match. So we had an interview with Rhea. So actually it was a Damien thing. So Damien was being interviewed about Alistair, and then Zelina interrupted it, and she was just like saying like, "Oh, you think you're blah 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 blah. We burned your face off." And then Damien's like, "Oh, Alistair had to send you. Oh my gosh, he's so scared. He's so tough sending his wife. That type of thing." And she's like, "Oh, you think he sent me?" And all that stuff. And then eventually she walks off after telling him off. And then that's when he was like finishing his interview with Kathy, but then Rio walks up and he's all "Wepa," and they get all happy, and he's like, "Hey, nice mask." It was like just like typical little like small talk. Oh, she's like, "Thanks." And he's like, "Are you ready for WarGames?" She's like, "I'm always ready." And then she's like, "I gotta go cheer Charlotte on for her advantage match or whatever." I was like, that was so weird. Like it was just so like short.
Yeah.
But
I
then
wish Damien was doing something.
Yeah.
For WarGames.
Right. Well, LA Knight was. I mean, I know he's in the John Cena tournament, but he would have made perfect sense for WarGames more than Jimmy.
He would have. Yeah, it would have if they'd done that.
I mean, I like Jimmy, and I get the connection with him, Roman, and Jay, obviously. But LA Knight was having that feud forever with fucking Seth since July.
He was, and I think that's why they kind of backed off on LA being in this is because Seth got hurt and they
Yeah,
had
but
to.
he was also the whole feud was with the whole Vision the whole time, so this
Yeah, that's
made more
true. They
sense
could have
than
ran
Jimmy
it.
to me. Jimmy's been a part of it too, but I feel like LNM made more sense. Um, what else did we get? So yeah, we got that Damien. Do 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 do. Oh, I didn't realize it says a spotlight in the background blinks on, and Aleister Black was standing there. I guess behind in the back. I don't know. Confused by that. I didn't see
Behind
that.
Damien?
I don't know. It just says Al is busy. I guess I don't know. Whoever put this just kept saying Al. Damien says Alistair's busy with, or no, Zelina says Alistair's busy with more important matters, but if he wants to be punished, well, and that's when she walked away. And it said a spotlight in the background blinks on, and Aleister Black is standing there. I don't remember that. My ass. Anyways, that's when Rhea rolled up, but I don't remember that at all. What else? I feel like there really wasn't a whole lot of depth into this SmackDown. I mean, we had like a whole video package for WarGames, obviously, for the men and women that was like combined. It was really cool. They always do good video packages.
They do.
Okay, so we had the Hill Women's WarGames team backstage. Becky was giving them a pep talk, talking mostly about beating the other women for not winning as often as she does, or berating the other women for not winning as much as she does. That's how she was trying to give them a pep talk. And Nia Jax finally said, "It's not about you, Becky. It's about Asuka beating Charlotte for the advantage." And Asuka points to the last time she beat Charlotte was out. She was out for the whole year and walks off singing to send us to break. And then of course Kyrie was like she like walked off, and then Kyrie was still there like singing, and then Kyrie, and then Kyrie followed.
I love she's still doing the Kyrie thing.
But yeah, that was honestly, I feel like I've already, yeah, that was SmackDown, brother.
Damn. I mean, it sounds good, but like you said, it's nothing you would.
The matches were just, I'm a Graps guy, so there was more to be desired from the time, last time is now tournament for me. Matches. And with the C2 going now, my fucking bar's up, so.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be high
Um,
because AEW will give us graps for sure.
so we have War Games tomorrow.
Yes.
4 matches. Do you think, I know the War Games matches could go pretty long, like 40 minutes or so, which is pretty good time.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually like 30-ish minutes, 35 minutes at most, usually. Do you think that they should at least do 5 matches for Survivor Series War Games, even with the 2 War Games matches? Because we only got 4 matches tomorrow, and this is like the 3rd year in a row we're getting that. And I get it, but when you, like tonight, I watched, and like we did on Tuesdays with NXT, we watched with no commercials because they were taped, and so Netflix just uploads them. Like a show with no commercials. And it's like, oh, this is an 82-minute show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell the big difference in how, I've seen other streamers like, well, they'll watch on Netflix that way, but then they'll pause for like the Americans on commercial or people not on VPNs. I'm an asshole, and I'm just like, I'm gonna watch the show as quick as possible. I don't do that while I'm live. So there was like people like, damn, how are you already on this match? I'm barely getting like, how are you getting this far? I'm already at this. I'm like, Netflix, bro. Like, I'm just it's taped. So
Yeah.
all the downtime was gone from NXT and SmackDown this week.
It was.
Should they add a 5th match? We know how much downtime are to these PLEs. Why isn't there a 5th match?
I don't know. I
Ads.
don't.
That's why they have a designated time for ads, and a 5th match would cut into that.
Yeah, but you got stuff you can. They're still going to throw ads. I guarantee it. We put a timer up. There'll be at least a 5th match worth of ads, if not 2.
I don't know if this account still does it. There was an account on Twitter for a while that would only post the downtime, but it also included entrances, which I didn't like. It would because that's part of the spectacle. That's part of the entertainment is entrances too. They would include entrance time, but it would basically be non-wrestling time during the show. So they would tell you how much time of wrestling there was and how much non-wrestling there was. So that's why a lot of people like me, even though I was like, that's a cool thing to see, but can you like make it where the entrances are including at least, don't even have to include them in the match time, just don't include them in the other, because that's spectacle, that's entertainment for us most of the time.
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's the same entrance over and over, but even for the big shows, it's still fun. So if there was a Twitter account doing that for a while, and I remember people like Jim Cornette and all the grifter podcasters were like, "Oh, this account," they fucking hated it. Just like when someone on Twitter for a while there was doing like AEW has this many weeks until it surpasses Dynamite as a show on TNT. And like Bischoff fucking hated that Twitter account. He'd always fucking
Yep.
quote tweet it. So like if you've seen those tweets from that one account talking about like all the downtime, yeah, it's significant. It's way more than the wrestling. So I mean they have the time. It's just they're wanting to sell more ad space. That's what they're this TKO.
Yeah, we could have threw an Ilya Dragunov Open Challenge in here.
Yeah, for sure. Or even you could have put the 5v5 on it.
Yeah,
From tonight.
even with it being a traditional Survivor Series match, it still would have went smoothly.
Yeah, it wasn't even long tonight. It was like it started probably, and with it, well, I mean, with it being no commercials, it didn't feel long. So obviously, like I didn't see. So usually when you watch on Netflix, even for SmackDown and NXT, if there's a match happening and it does go to commercial on Netflix for those two shows too, it will not cut away like it does for Raw.
No.
Like Raw does the same thing. So it still goes to commercials if there's not a match though. But even for those two shows, you'll get to see the full match. So I did miss whatever happened in commercials. So we don't get that. We do lose that.
Yes.
So I'm sure there was a bit more of action in that match. So I don't know the full time, but it wasn't a long match. It didn't feel super long.
Yeah.
Felt like maybe 12, 13 minutes. 14 maybe.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? And the only thing that's going to be taking a while with WarGames tomorrow will be the entrances and then the time frame in between people coming
so
out of
it
the
only
cages.
feels that way. It's because of the way it's set up. So they get two entrances. They get one entrance into the fucking pod, and then they get the fucking entrance to the cage, which is obviously part of the match. So, like, once they're walking out of the pod, the countdown's back on for the next person. So it's not like the countdown waits till they get in the ring, which would suck. But
God.
yeah, that would be terrible. So they
Especially
technically
with
get
this
two
setup.
entrances when you think about it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So that and the matches go like 30-ish, 5 minutes usually, 38 minutes, almost 40 minutes typically.
So say this is the first one, 40, it's
Yeah, with entrances, it easily clears 40.
So you think Dom will have the quick match of the night, or will Nikki and Stephanie?
Nikki. I actually can see them, and I'm not even 100% on this. Like, I'm 50-50. Like, my prediction is Stephanie wins tomorrow. But I would not be overly surprised with Brie's comments recently talking about she has one more run left in her. Same with Nikki. Like, this is my final run, whether how long this lasts, and I would like to finish it with Brie. I would not be shocked if Brie comes out and helps her win.
You know, you're not the only person that I've seen. Actually, yeah, because I've seen the video about it. I cannot remember her name. She doesn't do predictions. It's just stuff she wants to see happen.
Minnie Parole?
Not Minnie. It's the other one.
Oh, Wheezy Blonde?
Not Wheezy. She's brown head, black head.
Oh, Renee?
No, it's not Renee either. I cannot.
I don't know who you're talking about. Then those are the three that come to mind right away. There's so many other female. I know there's the tag team twins. Them.
It's not the twins.
See, I can't. There's a lot of females. I just can't remember their names off the top of my head. Every single one of them. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. I'm sorry. Don't hate me if any of you are watching. I'm sorry.
She said she wants to see the twin reaction where they swap places.
Huh. Yeah, the twin magic or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the twin magic.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'd love to see that.
You're the second person now that said that, and I didn't think about it.
I don't think that's what they're gonna do, but if it happens, I will pop. I'm not gonna like not be surprised or pop, but I'll be like, oh my god, like this is something I actually thought could happen. I can't believe they're doing it. It's funny too. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want her to lose. Like as much, and they just had Hangman's reign wasn't short, but it wasn't like overly long either. So I wouldn't. I know there's gonna be the fan base that's like, oh fuck, she only got she won the title in October, 2-month reign, or September I think she got it. That was WrestlePalooza, or no, when did she win the title? Was it WrestlePalooza where she was supposed to face?
No, it was. Maybe it was WrestlePalooza because she went against Io.
Anyways, so it's just gonna be a short reign if she does lose. I just know there's gonna be a lot of pissed people because there was people mad about Hangman's reign and it was longer than Stephanie's.
It was, and there were. I think Stephanie was supposed to win it sooner, and that's why she's had it longer. But I feel like Hangman should have had the title a lot longer.
You know what? I was like, I totally like was like, are you like kind of, are you kidding me type of thing when he lost? Like I didn't expect it, but I'm fine with it now. And like I know it's only been like a week, but I'm fine with it now. Um, I think overall the story that like, and plus Joe. I mean, we don't know how long we're gonna have Joe wrestling anyway. So like, in a non-kayfabe perspective, you know, I think of it that way too. It's kind of made me like, yeah, we don't know how long Joe's gonna wrestle for. And he had his injury
That is
issues in the
true.
WWE, but he's been good in AEW, thankfully. Um, so yeah, I'm fine with it in that aspect, and I'm fine with it. And I guess maybe I just got so tired because I feel like there was a time, even like in 2019, 2020, or 2020, um, that there was just so many like short US title, IC title reigns that like I forgot about. Like fucking I feel like people don't even remember like that Shinsuke and fucking Bobby Roode had these like US title reigns then. Or IC, I think Shinsuke was IC. Um
Yeah.
and same with Sammy. He had like a pretty fucking, and people actually didn't like that was before he joined the bloodline. He was doing really bad as an IC champ. Like just the storytelling for him was bad. And fucking I even, you know who was the tag team that I forgot even had tag titles? Fucking Shelton and Gable. Like there were so many short, forgettable reigns from WWE. I think that's why
Shelton and Gabe.
Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable were tag champs, like Raw tag champs or something, or SmackDown, one of the two,
That was after.
like 2019 or something.
Yeah, that was right before the pandemic, I do believe.
Could have been during COVID too. I don't know, but
It would have been.
yeah. So like, I think a lot of those reigns super soured me on like couple months title reigns because they were like, I felt like they were doing them a lot for the mid card titles at the time.
Hmm. Her name is Alex.
I'm not sure if I
Last
know
name
that
is
one.
Lajas.
You'll have to send me their profile. I don't know if I know them.
She
I might
does.
not. I don't know. I don't know that name at least off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to big league anyone. I'm just unfamiliar with everyone. I'm so sorry. People, yo, funny fucking story. At least I think it's funny. People thought I was trying to big league Sansi when he was like really popping at first, like him and when they did the guess the wrestler shit. I
Yeah.
truly hadn't seen him much, and when I did, I didn't remember what his name was. So like when he was really blowing up, I just didn't follow. I followed the whatever the straight shoot whatever it was called, but I didn't follow him
Yeah.
specifically. So I would see them maybe twice a week on my FYP, and I'd laugh at it and move on.
Mhm.
And so like when people were like, "You should do stuff with Santi," I was like, "I'm sorry, who's that?" People got mad at me. I didn't know that was his name. I really was not keen on who people were. I didn't know who fucking BDE or Chris Danger was until like 2020.
Yeah, BDE. Yeah, because he done a lot of the gaming stuff for
Well, it's
WWE, but
when I
obviously he
finally
does
started doing wrestling
more.
content. The only people I knew previous to me doing content was, or person, I should say, was Grimm's Toy Shows. That was the only person pre me getting into reactions that I could have told anyone about. If someone would have said like, "What about Wrestle? What were they? Not Cultaholic. What were they before? What Culture?" I didn't
Yeah,
watch their
what?
content, but I knew the site, and I knew like I'd seen some of their stuff on Reddit, like some of their like short little things, but I never like watched them. So like I hate when people like when I say that, I feel like people are gonna do that again to me. I have like PTSD. They're gonna say I'm big leaguing someone. I truly just don't keep up with everyone. I'm sorry. I follow people a lot now, but I don't watch all their shit. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
she,
try
like
if I can, but a lot of time I'm
so
doing my
she
own
don't.
shit.
The one thing she does, she doesn't do like actual predictions. She does. In the video, it says it's titled "Survivor Series War Games Fuck Ass Predictions."
Oh, my
It's
fiance knows Alex. It's funny. She actually mentioned Courtney. I didn't even think of Courtney. She's from New Zealand. I don't know if you follow her. She was on Mania this year when Becky returned, and she
yeah.
was like the shock chick for Becky. So she's
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that was Courtney. So I actually didn't even think of her. See, and I knew who that is. So many wrestling content creators nowadays. You love to see it. But yeah, so I definitely can see that happening though. Brie and Nikki,
Yes.
but I don't think
I
it
would like
happens.
to. Well, she's also said she doesn't. She wants to stay with. Well, she hasn't really said it, but she's hinted towards she doesn't want to do anything that Daniel's not. So it'd be kind of iffy to see her show up there, and
I
Daniel's still
mean,
doing his
Britt
thing.
and
But it
Adam
doesn't
when
really
Adam was
matter.
in NXT and Britt was in AEW, so I mean it's not
Yeah,
uncommon. But I get it.
yeah.
But I definitely think she's gonna come back to the E at some point. Um,
I would.
so besides that match, we also have Cena Dom. I
Yes.
don't think you had asked me a bit ago if that one would be the short match. I think that's gonna be match of the night. I mean, it's gonna be hard to top any type of War Games match because of the chaos always involved, weapons and the interactions that you get with people that might not have interacted before or something. I think this one, I think everyone's basically interacted. But even before the whole setup, except for Logan Brock, which is going to be an interesting that they're on the same team. It's kind of weird to say out loud, honestly, and think about. Not in a bad way. It's just
God.
that's crazy that that's an actual team. Um, so Brock, I'm sorry, John Cena and Dom. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think this could be match of the night. I really do. I really think that's this. I think Dom's gonna cheat to win. I don't think he's gonna lose here. I think he's gonna cheat, or Grandes are gonna get involved, or some bullshit. Maybe even Finn because he lost the tournament, and maybe he wants to get revenge or some shit, something like that.
I say this is either where Roxanne helps him win, or we see Liv come back.
Can we let the fucking thought of Roxanne and him having any type of
No,
I won't say interaction, but like love story? Can we just let that die?
well, I think it's not that. I think she's just trying to, try to help the Judgment Day get on the
And then
right track
WWE will
again.
turn it into a love storyline. Let's just not do
I
it.
know. I mean, I just don't want. El Grande lost, so technically
Yeah, he did.
he can either be unmasked and we can get Ludwig back and Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates.
Or because there was Gable posted footage of him working out recently.
I mean, that's true as well. Yes.
So if and you know what too, and it's kind of a side topic too. We keep going on side topics here, but I hate that like not long ago or sometime this year, Nick Khan was quoted saying that we don't bench people, we don't have a bench. Where the fuck has
Mhm.
we just saw Ivy on Monday, but like prior to that, why wasn't she there? I mean, unless she like requested time off and they granted it or some shit. But same with the Creeds. As soon as Gable was gone, they nowhere to be found. I think
No
Creeds have
fucking
been on
show.
main event here or there, but that's it.
Yeah. Like I have no idea. Does not make sense. They could have done plenty in the tag division without Gable. Ivy could have challenged easily against Becky, but that didn't happen. So I don't know at this point.
So I guess AAA and CML were running tonight, real quick. Someone in the chat earlier said AAA was running, but I
Yep,
really
they
wasn't
are.
too much. But according to my fiance, Claudio just won the CMLL world title off of Gran Guerrero.
He did proper faction leader vibes is what someone put. But yeah, on this one I'm looking at, I don't know what title he just won though. But yeah, he's
The
got a belt.
CMLL world title.
That's the world title.
Yes, CMLL world heavyweight championship.
Who had that?
Gran Guerrero.
Grand Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And it looks like there's a tournament final. I think that's main eventing. I don't know if that's happening now, but Sobrano Jr. versus Mystico versus Barbaro Avenaro. I don't know how you say that.
I didn't know CML was running tonight. I knew AAA was.
I knew CMLL was because I think I had heard about Claudio getting that title shot from like Twitter or something. But yeah, I didn't know AAA was running tonight until chat started telling me if I was watching it. I was like, I had no clue what was happening.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I love to see though, like as much wrestling as there is now, I love to see that both AEW and WWE have brought both Mexican promotions more American fans. Like I've like up until the last year, I had never had people asking me if I was going to watch the same LL or AAA show happening. But now both of these
Yeah.
promotions are in better spots in America because of AEW and WWE. Fucking love to see it. Obviously, WWE bought the latter, so bought fucking AAA. So
Yeah, I thought maybe AEW was going to, but that didn't happen.
that would have been interesting. I'm glad. I mean, they're so far doing good at running it still as an entity, but I'm still worried one day when it just turns into NXT Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that was their
understand why.
plan before COVID was to do NXT Japan and NXT fucking Europe, and then they still want to do NXT Europe. They talked about it a few years ago. It hasn't happened yet, but that was like that's why we're getting rid of NXT, because we're just gonna do NXT Europe, guys. 2 years later, nothing. But I get it. I mean, they're spending all their money in ads, so that's good. Touting how much money they make.
Another thing that came out today, it was earlier today. We had the women's WrestleMania 42 trailer.
Yay.
We had
I mean,
Charlotte,
I don't mean
Rhea,
that in a good way.
Tiffany.
It's just after the way they hyped up the first one, it's like, yay, the men's one. We're all like, oh,
Yeah,
someone's
but,
returning. Oh, WrestleMania ad about singles tickets. Lame.
yeah. I mean, I know they're trying to push, like,
Come
trying
back
to
to
get you
Vegas.
to
We've doubled the
iterate. Yeah,
prices. Yeah, look at these awesome wrestlers dressed up in Vegas attire playing fucking 21 or blackjack and fucking looking awesome. Pay us. I'm good.
yeah. This is true. But I mean, it gave us the graphic of who was gonna kind of be the headliners on the men's side. So then when you look at who they got in that one, it's Io, Rhea, Charlotte, Becky, Jade, and Tiffany.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
that's
Yay,
I
ads.
don't know. Yeah.
That's what it is. This is an ad for WrestleMania. If it was in New Orleans, maybe it'd be more hype. Who knows? Uh, so who do you got? Men's War Games. You got Vision with Brock, or do you have Team? I guess Team Roman, Team Cody, whatever you want to call it, Team Punk.
I have no idea. I know I'm gonna
It's the
probably
most
say
overpowered babyface team ever.
it is. I think that's why they should lose. I'm gonna take the Vision. I'm gonna take the Vision and
And
Drew
I
pins
think that's
Cody.
why they lose. No, actually, I agree with you. I got the Vision winning here, and then I have babyface women winning, especially because they even set them up for those both teams to have the advantages.
Yeah, I got Drew pinning Cody. And Roman spearing Punk.
Oh, man! But they're zebras. They can't do that.
Those Zebros turned heels. I don't know, but yeah, because I don't think we're gonna get.
I don't know. You're all that was funny.
I do not want to see Roman Cody again.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
And
if it's anything like the WrestleMania 39 encounter without the interference, then yes, give it to me. Because that match was fucking. I'll suck the dick of that match every day. That match was one of my favorite matches.
but I think you can sell Punk versus Roman for the world title.
Oh, 1,000%. That's a match that should happen before either man quit.
And then you're more than likely, I don't know, Breaker versus. I really feel like Breaker and Brock will get into it in this match, and this will set them two up.
I think we're gonna get Gunther and Brock at Mania next year.
Gunther and Brock.
So I mean,
Gunther.
yeah, like I just don't think, because if they were to set that up, then they'd have to obviously square those two up. But where would that be? Are they doing a Saturday Night's main event before Rumble? Like, because obviously I feel like Rumble, that's where you set up the Gunther Brock stuff, which is what they were gonna do a few years ago, anyways.
You have Brock come in F5 Gunther, and he don't qualify. LA Knight does. The fight John Cena. No.
I just don't want. I leave the tournament pure. Can we get C2 rules, Hunter? Come on, let's just no outside interference is allowed for any of these matches. Come on.
No, but honestly, like I will like Gunther versus Brock because I wouldn't mind seeing Brock get chopped all over fucking Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
From the entrance.
Hey, maybe
to the
he can
exit.
get. I brought this up on SmackDown tonight too. Maybe he could get that urination he's been wanting. Sorry. I kept bringing that up anytime they show Brock tonight. I was like, man, I got to piss. Does anyone else? Or I forgot exactly what I was saying, but I just kept bringing it up in the weirdest ways. And I'm like, sorry, guys. I know it's gross, but if anytime I see Brock, that's why I'm going to say it.
But I mean, I get. Who would you out of this? Because I feel like this will start to show us kind of which matches are going to flow towards Mania. I know we still got Elimination Chamber and Rumble to go through, but you can kind of get an idea of where they're going. right now because Roman's already hinted at those titles will look better on my shoulder, and Punk's like, well, who you talking to? He just laughs about it. So
So I think people. I'm gonna say what I already just said, but as much as I'd love to see Punk and Roman, and yeah, it would make sense to that be a Mania main event. Like that's no doubt a Mania main event. I would push it off to SummerSlam. You got that 2 nights now. That could main event night 2 of that.
Mhm.
If as long as the guys, I mean, Roman's not around to get injured. It feels like anyways. So I'm gonna say as long as both guys are healthy. Um, I would do Roman and Breaker at Mania. I really would. I would put Breaker over at Mania and then have Punk and Roman at SummerSlam because that's more of a. I know Roman's not old, like in age wise, like as Punk is, and Punk's not even really old either. But like, just
Mhm.
they're older. But I would put over Breaker here over Roman. Do it now while he still has that aura to him. Give some of that to Braun now
Yeah,
before Roman. I don't know, before he just loses more of it. I'm not saying he's going to anytime soon. I don't think that. I mean, obviously, I think I think his aura stays a lot more because he's not around as much to
yeah.
have shitty feuds to lose some of it in, or you know what I mean?
He's not getting dog
I'm not
food
saying
poured
all
on him
of
and shit.
yeah, I'm not saying all of the things that he does is great right now. I'm just saying it's not. The statistics are in his favor to have better things the less he's around.
Yes,
As much as more as I'd want him more around. But
that's
yeah,
true.
so I don't know. That's just my thought process. Do it while his aura is still up there now. Break her over now. Sometimes
I,
you don't need to wait for the future. Sometimes you need to make it now.
that's true. I think coming out of this, Jimmy needs a push in the
Well, I
mid
think
card.
my thought process, and I like Jimmy, and I'm fine with that. But age wise, the majority of all your main eventers are in their late 30s or older. Every one of them.
Hmm.
Like, there's literally not one. Like, unless you want to start including like Dom up there, but he's still, upper mid card for the moment.
Yeah, Dom and
So
Maxine, I think, are the youngest.
I guess you could say Bronson Reed has been kind of given that with the whole win over Roman, but I mean like a clean win. I'm not talking like, and he won clean because it was a fucking Australian street fight, so weapons were allowed. But give me a one-on-one wrestling match where
Hmm.
Roman loses with no help to Braun. Like obviously the Vision's MMO is to fucking people to help him, but fucking have Braun do it with no help. No Paul. Paul just ringside like he was for Roman and a shock face
Hmm.
when he wins with no Bronson, no one, just him, no weapons. That would be more that you could do for him than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I do completely. I mean, and then that would automatically, in my opinion, push him toward the title shot.
And I've just been wanting this match for a while. I think I've been telling you every time that like when we were talking about when Bronson and before they even did the Australian Street Fight, I was saying for that card they need to do Breaker and Roman, but it made sense why they did Bronson because it's Australian, of course. But and he ended up winning on that one, and so they touted now
Hmm.
he beat Tribal Chiefs, the Tribal Thief, blah blah blah. Cool, but like I feel like it didn't do as much as it could have because it was obviously a stip match with weapons and everything, and there was
Yeah.
interference. Everyone got involved, but yeah, give Braun that clean win. This is time. Set it up at Survivor Series tomorrow. Get that ball rolling, and they can square off again in Rumble. Have Braun eliminate him in Rumble too,
Yeah, just continue to get over with him,
and
kind of
then
like they did
have
Bronson.
Roman throw a bitch fit and fucking either go back in there and throw him out or just go crazy until he gets his match.
Yeah,
That's what I
that
say.
works.
I want to see Roman chase Breaker. That's what I want.
Yes. Instead of someone chasing Roman, Roman do the chasing.
Yep. Yeah, because he did bring up recently. Oh, like when it was on Raw with Cody and Punk when they were in the ring and he came out and they were like all there. He's like he didn't even specify. He just goes that title would look better on my shoulder, and he didn't like specify
Yep.
which one. So obviously that's leading to him in the Rumble,
Hmm.
and so have him be eliminated by Breaker.
That would work.
I mean they do that's usually how they set up the Mania matches for the big ones for the most part. That's how they set up Drew and
Most of the time,
Damian,
yeah.
even though that kind of ended up flopping storyline wise.
Yeah, and that's how they done what Shawn and Taker. uh, Because Shawn was eliminated, he couldn't get his match, and he super kicked Taker at Elimination Chamber, which set up that match,
So
that
yeah,
rematch.
kind of. So
Yeah,
like it stemmed from their 26 rematch stemmed from Shawn just wanting a rematch.
yeah, he
And when
just
they
wanted
won the
it. Taker,
Slammy for the match of the year, and that's when he challenged him, but Taker was like, no, no, no. No, wait.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that's how that went. And then finally
yeah,
Shawn fucking interfered in Chamber and
and cost him the match because he knew
yeah.
the only other way if he didn't win the Rumble was he had to be in the Chamber. Couldn't get in the
Mm,
Chamber because so he super kicked him, which cost Taker the
yeah.
title.
So anyways, push Braun. Ho, 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 ho.
Yes.
That's what I want. Get those young youth up there. Get Dom and Braun in that main event scene now. Where these guys are 45 and they're like, you know what? I can't do this as good anymore. Fuck.
Let's push him now. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So that's my
Yeah.
thought process.
Vision wins. Vision
Vision
wins when I'm
wins
on.
and Charlotte. We went off on so many tangents on that fucking WarGames predictions. Um, but yeah, I got the babyface women and the Vision and Brock winning.
Yeah. I think we've talked about it several times. Now they've introduced Lash, who is a fucking powerhouse. They're using her in
Start
the
her in the women's
correct
war games,
way.
please.
You have to have her versus any fucking body in this
So
match.
now that they won, the babyfaces won advantage. My predict or what I wanted to happen can happen. Have Lash start. Has she be outnumbered
Mhm.
and she could beat the shit out of two girls on one, and people would be like, they had the advantage, and she still beat both of them down until they had more people, and that's fucking insane.
So would you want to have her start with Io and then bring in Bliss,
Start with
and
Bliss and
then
start with Lash and have Bliss because Bliss is a former champ. Obviously, I think
yeah,
they're gonna want to protect Io more because she's been one of their more popular stars, and so is Bliss. But I mean, more recent world champ popular stars. So I think Bliss would be a good one because obviously another former women's champ. Have her be decimated. Obviously, Slides would play advantage. Then you bring in Charlotte, her tag partner, and have her.
yeah.
Eventually, they'll get the upper hand before they bring in whoever to help Lash,
Mhm.
but have her for like the good minute, 15 seconds before that fucking last 40 seconds to have him get beat down until her partner comes in. Have her just destroy Charlotte and Bliss for that minute 15
Yeah, because that's
until
probably when
they
they'll
until
throw
they
in
like get a
Nia.
chair and like finally beat her down enough to where they could double team her. And
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I'd like to see is Lash go crazy.
Oh yeah. But then again, towards the end of this, I want Lash to be like someone to hit like a finisher on her or something. Her just not be in the closing moments of the match. That way, it doesn't kind of.
They should have EO set her up on a double stack of tables, even though they don't stack tables anymore in WWE. Stack the tables and then have EO go up there, put the trash can on, and just fucking cough and drop on her ass. Boom, she'll be out
That
the
would
rest of
give
the
her a
match.
good spot. Yeah,
Yep.
and she'd be out, not have to worry about being in the finish, and
And
not.
like you could have like the other woman holding Lash down so she can't like get off the table to show how like much it took to put her through it. Like she didn't just they
Yeah,
just knocked her out, put her on the table. Like no, we're fucking holding her. We're fucking making sure she's in place, and as soon as EO jumps, we let go and let her fucking get wrecked.
yep.
That would be a cool way of like showing how dominant Lash could be, but you needed like the majority of them to hold her there
You
for EO to
needed the
take her
whole
out.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that would be cool.
That
Yeah,
would
I
work
definitely
for me.
think they should definitely go fucking all in on Lash.
And it's because the way they've built her so far since she's came up. Like she's given some stiff boots in the ring. She threw Rhea like it. She's just been the dominant force beside Nia this whole
Yeah,
time.
definitely. So I'm excited to see it. It's funny, like I told you a few weeks ago, she was in my 2022 like worst wrestlers of the year list that I made, and here we are saying push her to the fucking moon. So I love to see the big
Yep.
turnaround she had. And yeah, and Sarah says congrats to her and to her and Trick. They just got engaged yesterday. So
That is right.
congrats to
Yep.
them. But yeah, so there we go. There's our picks. I got Dom, I got Vision, and Brock. Team Charlotte is winning, I think, and then um the Stephanie retains. Excuse me, couldn't remember her name.
Yeah. I got Vision, Dom. Yeah, I think we picked the exact same this time. Yeah. Dom.
We have no different predictions. We're right on the money.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a good show. I'm hoping that if my mom does get released from the hospital tomorrow, which I want to happen, I just hope it's early in the day, because then otherwise, if it's for me, it's at 5. So I know that's pretty much the evening at that point, but I just have this weird gut feeling they're gonna wait all day, and then I'm gonna have to fucking miss it. Because they let her go.
They'll do
They'll let her
live
go
at
at like
6.
6. Watch, yeah, they'll let her go at 6.
Yeah.
Watch. Then by the time I get fucking her all settled, it'll be down to the main event.
Yeah. What will be the men's war games?
Please, if there's a freaking Dr. God and all that, let them get everything cleared and her good to go for like noon. I should have the house all clean for her by then. So
Yeah.
I want to watch WarGames, man. I've missed most of this week. I missed Monday. I didn't, and then obviously Thursday was Thanksgiving, and then I didn't stream. I only streamed tonight and Tuesday. Those are the only 2 days I streamed this week. That was it. And you know how much I stream? I do gaming. I do fucking this after the shows with you.
Yeah.
So it's like so weird to not be streaming this week when like that wasn't the plan. I mean, obviously I needed to, but it was like weird, like just thinking like, damn, I'm usually streaming right now. It's like when you were in school and you'd be sick and you'd be like, I'd be at lunch right now. That's how it feels when I'm like, I should be watching this right now. Like, funny. And then we got Broncos and Commanders on Sunday. We know Jaden Daniels playing. We got PS2 back.
Yes. I mean, the Chiefs lost yesterday.
Golf clap.
The Eagles lost today.
Golf clap.
So the NFL is wide open.
This season's been amazing. Just when like usually we see a lot of the same teams from the previous season do really well, and there's been a few that have continued, you know. But it's been so open. Divisions have been wide open even up until now. Like besides a few, like, you know, Patriots and us and the Colts, and like a lot of the divisions, you know, they're 2 wins, 1 win away from taking that division. Even still now, I think we're not. Even if we win Sunday, I don't think we locked the division yet. I think we still need to win like 1 or 2 more games with having the Chargers, because I think the Chargers are like 7-4 or something.
Yes.
So we could still get, like, if they win and we lose, they'll take the division. But yeah, we need to win all the like next few games to lock that division.
Yeah, they are 7-4. I just pulled it up, but yeah, y'all are still in second, which that drops the Chiefs to 9. So now they are behind the Texans and the Bills.
I just love to see, and I have no real hate for the Chiefs. It's just a divisional rivalry, of course. I really have no issue with them, besides the fact that they are in my division and they've been so successful the last decade. So obviously that's going to make me not like them as much. Kind of like when the Patriots were on top for so long. They were double dynasty basically. And
God,
I despised that they were always so good. That's the only reason. I would say fuck the Patriots for a long time. I won't. I mean, now they're doing good again, so fuck the Patriots. They only had 3 years of poverty, so fuck them. But they figured it out after 3 years of Tom Brady again. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It took us 10 assholes. But so that's why I'm a little frustrated with them this season. They're doing good again, and fucking they weren't bad for long.
No, there wasn't. I mean, if you got a good coach and they got.
It's crazy though, because Vrabel with the Titans was not the best, and then here he is in first year in New England, and boom, fucking 10 whatever, 10-2 or whatever they are, 9 and whatever. I forget what they are, but crazy. I mean, same with John Fox. Like his last years in Carolina before he went to Denver, you know, it was like 2-14, and like really last few years in Carolina. Comes to Denver, fucking Super Bowl champion. You know, like crazy.
Yep, it's a change of scenery that's helped a lot of them this year.
So, and who you guys playing this weekend? Seattle.
We got the Vikings.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Well, no, because they have McCarthy. I'm thinking of the Darnold days for some reason. You have Darnold now, so you guys on paper, I would feel like you guys should win that.
We should, but depends on who shows to play up. But we got Vikings, Falcons, and then Colts is our next 3.
Let's see what ours is here. I know we still have to play the Chiefs again, which is on Christmas Day.
Oh, God.
Yep. That's going to be a fun one. So we got Commanders this Sunday. We got Raiders, Packers, Jags, Chiefs, and then Chargers.
So I see at least 1, 2, 3. Them last 3 are very questionable. Because Jaguars, it depends on how the Jaguars decide to show up. But that's at home. That's the
Yeah,
advantage for y'all.
and then I hate it because what's gonna suck about that is then 4 days later on Christmas Day we play. So we got and then it's Chiefs. So obviously Chiefs they're not doing super bad. They're doing worse than they have in a while. Still in the playoff hunt, surprisingly, but not in their own destiny. I think they need a lot of teams to lose, basically. So they don't control their destiny, basically. Like even if they were to win all their games, they need like a lot of teams to lose.
Yes.
Like a lot of important games. So that's always rough when you don't have that control. Like Denver has control. If we lose, then we lose that, obviously. So we're in a good spot currently. So yeah, Packers I'm kind of worried about too. They're not like terrible this year, but they're not like Packers. I don't know. They're not bad. They're in playoffs, I believe, right now, right? Let me see.
On the NFC, yes, they should be.
They are 8-3. Yeah, okay. No, they're better than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought they were like 6-6 or something.
Yeah,
So no, so that
6
game I'm
right
worried
now.
about. I think more than the Jag game, which is the week prior.
The Jaguars are the 6th seed right now. Things ended. The only thing with the Jaguars is
Yeah, they're
it
7-4.
truly depends on how Trevor Lawrence feels when he wakes up. If Trevor Lawrence feels good and you can tell when he's out there warming up, he's gonna have a good game.
Yeah, and I think
And
that's why I'm not too worried about them because there's that aspect. But the Packers, they're just. I feel like I haven't been keeping up with them really this season, but just knowing Green Bay, I feel like they're always a consistent team.
they are. And Christian Watson, him coming back was a good ad. Romeo Duze, I think he said his name.
Yeah, he's the one who wears
Um,
the whatever it's
the
called.
Guardian cap.
Guardian caps, yeah. People try to clown on him
So
for it. Smartest guy in the league right there.
it is. But Josh Jacobs, the main running back, he's been having a lot of ankle issues. So if they
That
can't run the
sucks.
ball, the pass games has not been good.
Well,
But if
and then
they
we're
got a good
without
run
JK
game,
for the rest of the season too. So
yeah,
I mean we have Harvey and we have a few other guys like McLaughlin and Bidet, but they're not really known proven guys and they've done well for us in situations, but and I don't know. We against Kansas, we didn't do the best on the ground. It wasn't the worst either. I mean, it could have been better, but I don't know, man. I'm really more concerned about that. And then the Raiders too. Whatever it is, especially that last game. It was just 2 games ago. We fucking barely won 10-7, one of the most fucking boring games ever. And it was close. So we play them again after we play the Commanders.
yeah,
So
that's
I hate and we
10-7.
literally play all of our divisional games, last of them here in this last 6 game stretch. The last 3. We close against the Chargers. That's going to be rough too. Even if we already locked the division at that point, that's still. And I'm assuming if we did, we would be sitting our starters at that point. But that's 6 weeks away.
Yeah, if you can win at least 4 of the 6, you more than
Oh, we're
likely gonna
locked. We're locked.
yeah,
Even if the
yeah.
Chargers win the same 4, we'd still lock it in. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's a lot rougher than people think because like people will look at like other teams like, oh man, they have a really bad last 6 weeks, like tough schedule. I've seen a few people say that. I forgot what teams, but for some reason we make it a tough schedule, regardless of what the stats say. We just decide like, you know what, this team deserves to have a tough game against us. Let's give it to them. They don't really, but that's just what it feels like sometimes. It's like, dude, it's always the teams that shouldn't do that we do it with.
Yeah. And like, looking at all the games y'all have won this season, they've all been close. Like
We've
20,
only had one game that we dominated, and that was Dallas.
yeah, and then Dallas just beat the Chiefs. So
The only other game that we won by that, if you just look at the score, 28-19 over the Saints, or 2012 over Titans. But every game was, and oh, well, no, that's preseason. I'm looking at, my bad. Saints was preseason too, my bad. But Titans was it was a one score.
game.
Every game was a 1-score game. Yeah, and the Bengals is the other game that we dominated on. So we only had 2 games where we were won by more than 2 scores. Every other game has been a 1-score game.
But most y'all's defense has been injured a lot. Most of these games, right?
Yeah, we didn't have Greenlaw for a lot of the first part of the season, and then when he did come in, he got suspended after his first game. So we didn't have him for a lot of the season. But I mean, our defense still did well without him. Sertan's been out for almost a month, if not a month now. He's back though against Commanders. I think he got hurt against Texans, which we only won by his fucking field goal. Yeah, well, if you did the whole like flip the like one score flips, like we would be what, like 3 and something. Like we would be
Yeah.
really poor record right now. Most of the games are one score.
Yeah, but I mean, it with defense getting healthy and coming, off this win against the Chiefs, what, last week, right? Or maybe this was y'all's bye week last week,
Yeah,
right?
we were on a bye week, so we haven't had a game because we played that Thursday game.
And then a bye.
Yeah, so we played the Chiefs. I'm sorry, we played the Chiefs on a Sunday. So the thing was that Chiefs game was like our only game in like a 23-day window or something. Because we did the Thursday game, so we had a long week between the Raiders and the Chiefs. And then when we got to the Chiefs, now we had a bye week, so that we only had a 1-game span in like a 23-day window. It was crazy.
Yeah, so y'all gonna be well rested. Defense is gonna be back. I think y'all, if y'all can hit it just right, y'all have a good opportunity to win out.
Yeah, so our bye week, the way they hooked it up with the Thursday game into that one game into the bye, really kind of helped us rest wise, at least. So, with PS2 coming back and stuff, and I think Mims, he came back a few weeks ago, so that's been good. That helped us out against the Chiefs, because we need that wide receiver threat. As much as I say we have a pretty solid wide receiver core, we need like an actual like a playmaker besides Sutton. Like Mims can do that here and there, but I don't know. I just feel like we need like another. I don't know. I guess I got so hyped on the days of when we had fucking Demarius Thomas, Wes Welker in the slot, Eric Decker, and then we had fucking Julius Thomas killing it as tight end. We had 4 insane threats. I mean, that's kind of Peyton's MO. But he had that in Indy too with a few times as well with a ton of different threats like that. I just always remember Dallas Clark was an insane tight end threat for him on top of having like Harrison and Reggie Wayne and fucking whoever else. So that at that time, I think that's why I was like, I love that. Like, you need to have that depth. And we have some good depth, but it's just none of them have hit that like part where I'm like, we need that guy to be like that other guy that across from Sutton that's like, go to him now because Sutton's double. Like, we don't have that.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah,
I feel like it
hope we
because
can get there.
Bo Nix is still young. You can still draft a few people this coming year,
And we lose,
and
and
get
next
there.
year we're done with. So this is the last season with us having that dead cap of Russell. So we get a lot of money back next season from that. Like, well, we don't have to pay him anymore.
Oh, nice! I did not know that. Okay.
Yep, we're finally cleared on Russell next season. So we've been. That's what makes this even crazier. We've been having this good season, re-signing all these players. Like, we've fucking re-signed all of our top guys, most part, except for like John Franklin Myers and like I think Alex Singleton are like the only two. But we've like re-signed everyone almost that's been killing it, and so we're paying everyone while re-signing people, while fucking paying Russell's dead cap, and we've been this good this season. That's pretty impressive.
It is, yeah.
To be able to have that talent like that and paying everyone and giving them these big contracts while paying a dead cap. Greatest owners in the league, dog. Greatest owners in the league. Walmart. Walmart money. But oh shit, we're almost 2 hours into this. Let's wrap. Yeah, we talked a lot of football tonight. So I think we were like at an hour 35 when we started talking football. We're at an hour 53 now. Where can everyone find you outside the podcast to follow you?
Outside the podcast, of course, you can find me on Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick, the Kraken Wrestling.
If you guys want to follow me outside of the podcast, it's Josh Vibes Up on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the same places. And check me out. We both do reactions. We'll have to, I think I said this in the past, but we have to set up a night where we do like the whole reactions together on one of a card. We'll have to do it.
Yeah, most definitely, because I think that we have good interactions, good energy talking about it. I think throughout the matches would be very interesting.
Especially because we focus on different things here and there too, so I think we'll call it different shit.
Yeah, and that's a good point. But we also have different feelings for certain things that's going on. Like,
yeah,
I may be excited about this one thing while you're just like, oh,
how the fuck did they do that? They could have did that with this and that. And you'd been like, oh yeah, I didn't think of that. But it's still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely have to set that up. But everyone, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry we went 2 hours, but if you like football, there you go. You got some like almost 30 minutes of football talk. And we'll catch you guys. We'll see if I'm not tomorrow, maybe Sunday, because the Broncos don't play till fucking Sunday night. So I don't know what time Seahawks play.
I think we're like the 1 o'clock. So
Okay. Well, we'll figure it
yeah.
out. We'll see what's going on and we'll try to get a WarGames podcast in. But we'll see you guys next time. Peace.